If you are shopping for a three-row family SUV, three names usually end up on the same list: the Honda Pilot, the Hyundai Palisade, and the Kia Telluride. They all seat up to 8 people, they all tow up to 5,000 pounds when properly equipped, they all aim at the same buyer, someone who wants space, comfort, safety tech, and enough power for family duty without jumping into a giant full-size SUV. But they are not the same. The Honda Pilot is the familiar practical choice. The Hyundai Palisade is the value and comfort play. And the latest Kia Telluride brings the boldest new numbers, but with an important catch. Kia's current official page is already listing the redesigned 2027 model. So this comparison is mostly the 2026 Honda Pilot versus the 2026 Hyundai Palisade, with the latest official Telluride data from Kia. Let's start with price. The 2026 Honda Pilot starts at $42,395 for the Sport trim. The lineup moves through EXL, Trail Sport, Touring, Touring Blackout, Elite, and Black Edition, topping out at $55,195. The 2026 Hyundai Palisade starts lower at $39,435 for the SE. It runs through SEL, SEL Convenience, SEL Premium, Limited, XRT Pro, and Calligraphy, with Calligraphy starting at $54,560. The latest Kia Telluride starts at $39,190 for the LX. Its range goes through S, EX, X-Line EX, SX, X-Line SX, X-Pro SX, SX Prestige, X-Line SX Prestige, and X-Pro SX Prestige, topping out at $56,790. On price alone, Hyundai and Kia open lower than the Honda, while Honda and Hyundai finish slightly below Kia's most expensive X-Pro Prestige trim. Now, powertrains. The Honda Pilot uses a 285 horsepower V6 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. The Palisade uses a 3.5-liter V6 with 287 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic. The new Telluride changes the formula with a turbo engine making 274 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, also paired with an 8-speed automatic. That makes the Honda and Hyundai more traditional V6 family haulers, while the latest Telluride gives up a little horsepower but brings the strongest torque number. For towing, this comparison is easy. All three are rated for up to 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. That means none of them has a major paper advantage if your goal is a small camper, utility trailer, or weekend gear. The bigger difference is fuel economy. The Pilot is listed at up to 19 city and 27 highway miles per gallon, while the Trail Sport is shown lower at 18 city and 23 highway. The Palisade is rated at 19 city, 25 highway, and 21 combined with front-wheel drive, or 18 city, 24 highway, and 20 combined with all-wheel drive. The Telluride page shows front-wheel drive trims as high as 20 city, 26 highway, and 22 combined, while all-wheel drive trims are commonly shown at 18 city, 24 highway, and 20 combined. So for efficiency, the Telluride and Pilot look slightly stronger on some highway numbers, while the Palisade is right in the middle. But in real family use, the difference is probably not big enough to decide the whole purchase.
Size is where the comparison gets interesting. The Palisade and the latest Telluride are very close on footprint. Both have a 116.9-inch wheelbase. The Palisade is 199.2 inches long on most trims, while XRT Pro stretches to 200.4 inches. The Telluride is listed at 199.2 inches long and 78.3 inches wide. The Honda Pilot is very similar in overall length, with third-party specs listing it at about 200.1 inches long, 78.5 inches wide, and a 113.8-inch wheelbase. That means the Pilot is roughly the same overall size, but it has a shorter wheelbase than the Hyundai and Kia. Inside, all three can work for families, but they emphasize space differently. The Palisade has 19.1 cubic feet behind the third row, 46.3 behind the second row, and 86.7 behind the front seats. The Telluride lists 22.3 cubic feet behind the third row, 48.7 behind the second row, and 89.3 behind the first row. Honda lists the Pilot with up to 113.7 cubic feet of maximum cargo space. But Honda's measurement method is not directly the same as the simple behind-row cargo figures Hyundai and Kia publish. The simple takeaway is this: the Telluride looks strongest on published behind-row cargo numbers. The Palisade is very close and has a large cabin. The Pilot remains highly practical, especially if you value flexible seating and Honda's removable second-row center seat on select trims. Now features. The Pilot's strongest argument is practicality. It offers up to 8 seats, available all-wheel drive, a 10-speed automatic, a trail sport trim with all-terrain tires and off-road tuning, a panoramic moonroof on higher trims, Bose audio, Google built-in, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Honda sensing safety tech. The Palisade's strongest argument is premium comfort for the money. Hyundai offers features like Nappa leather on calligraphy, available heated and ventilated second-row seats on upper trims, heated third-row seats on upper trims, a Bose 14-speaker audio system, a full-display digital rearview mirror, a head-up display, highway driving assist 2, and even built-in dashcam and UVC center console sterilization lighting on calligraphy.
The Telluride's strongest argument is style and capability. Kia lists a wide trim range, available 7 or 8 passenger seating, dual 12.3-inch displays on upper trims, Meridian premium audio, surround view features, X-Line and X-Pro models, all-terrain tires, 9.1 inches of ground clearance on X-Pro, and that stronger turbo torque number. So who wins? If you want the safe, practical pick with strong reliability reputation and family-friendly seating flexibility, the Honda Pilot still makes a lot of sense. If you want the plushest feature set for the money, the Hyundai Palisade is extremely hard to ignore. And if you want the freshest design, the biggest published cargo numbers, and the strongest torque figure, the latest Telluride looks very compelling. But if I had to choose one best pick for most buyers, I would pick the Hyundai Palisade. The reason is balance. It starts lower than the Pilot. It has a very roomy cabin. It tows the same 5,000 pounds. It offers a strong V6, and the upper trims pack in luxury features that make it feel more expensive than it is. The Pilot is the pick if you trust Honda and want practical packaging. The Telluride is the pick if you want the newest design and do not mind comparing across model years. But for the broadest mix of price, space, comfort, features, and everyday family value, the Palisade is the one I would put at the top of the list. That is the comparison. Honda Pilot for practical confidence, Hyundai Palisade for the best all-around value, Kia Telluride for the boldest new package. If you want more straightforward car comparisons like this, subscribe for the next one.